I'm your huckleberry.
This is the Smoking Guns Podcast.
No G with a Z, POD Smoking Guns Podcast with you on a Monday night as we talk all about the San Antonio Gunslingers of the Indoor Football League. It is a victory Monday.
Yeah.
Feels
so
good.
It does.
My name is Philip Higginbotham. I'm one of your hosts for the evening. I am joined, as always, by my good friends, Leonardo Yamas.
What's up, Smoking Guns Posse?
R.C. Woods.
Hello, beautiful people. Mwah.
And we are here to talk all about the San Antonio Gunslingers winning their Super Bowl. That's
Woo!
right. For
Champions of the world.
Yes.
For what this season has been.
We are the champions. Okay, now stop.
I have heard some folks, San Antonio treating this like it was their Super Bowl. Hey, you know what?
Oh.
For the way the season's gone, it kind of feels that way. It was our rival coming into the league. It is a team we've always had eyes on. It is a team that has played very well this year, and we went into their house and not only beat them, but dominated them for the entire game. There was never a point where that game was in question. They were in control. As much as you can be in control in the first quarter, they were in control in the second quarter. I was white-knuckling as we got out of halftime and into the third quarter because that's where things tend to fall apart for us.
Yeah.
But we controlled the third quarter and closed it out in the fourth, and we were able to hold on to the victory, beat Jacksonville in Jacksonville, and anybody that says, they're treating it, if you flipped this whole situation,
Shut up.
they
beat
would
you.
be just as excited about beating San Antonio as we are about beating Jacksonville. We did what we could do.
We're not going to make the playoffs in a stacked West where, we didn't have the greatest year. It's not what we wanted, but we beat you.
There you go.
Exactly. We beat the Sharks. And for now, that's enough. Like, I want more. I want playoffs. I want championships. But I don't get any of that this season. So for now, I will just take beating the Sharks. I'm down. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I am not a big fan of their coach. I am always happy to walk into another team's house and take a win. And especially when you're trying to secure a playoff berth, which if they win, they would have secured their road to the playoffs. They're still going to make the playoffs. Like, I don't think that's a question, really. But that was mathematically, they had to win to secure it. And we kept them from doing that. And all of that is fun. All of that is all we have to look forward to right now based on the season. It was great. It's great.
I love it.
You asked a question, Leo, that I want to ask other people. We have lots of folks checking in right now. Agnes and Ralph and Junior and Jason and the Math Bandit are some of the folks checking in, but we know there's more out there watching. I got to ask everybody the question you asked me, Leo, because I've got some thoughts. I know you do too. Best win of the season? ? What do you think, Leo?
I mean, it felt like it. It felt like it because it's been just a long time coming. Like this is what we envisioned or what we've seen hints of. I don't know if it was the best game of the season. It definitely was top 3. I'd say maybe even second. You could argue one other game, but
Sure. I will in a minute.
Yeah, I know. But it's just the timing of it. It's like this is something that the San Antonio Gunslingers organizations, the players, its fan base, we all needed this win very badly. Like,
Yes,
we
did.
needed this. We needed this win. So it feels like it was the best game of the season.
It was entertaining also. It was fun.
It was fun. It was entertaining. They really won the entire game. It wasn't one where they snuck up and stole it. They took control of the game and they won the game from beginning to end. Scored. Ralph brings up scored every possession. Yep. Defense had multiple stops. Chase Risman says yes, it's the best win of the season because it's a rivalry.
True.
Very possible.
Their broadcast even called it a rivalry. We haven't played each other once since we both transitioned over to the IFL from the NAL, but they feel exactly the same we do. We're like the same class where we graduated and moved up, and this was our first chance at head-to-head, and Gunslingers came out on top. It was a great circle at the beginning of the year.
That's a great way to think about it. As being the same, like graduating class, and that's a great way to think about it. RC, do you think it was the best win of the season?
I think it was. I think we needed it, right? I think it came at a very good time. I know mathematically it didn't make a difference, but I think it made a difference to us. And I say us, meaning the podcast, us, meaning the fans, us, meaning the team, the players. We needed this. I think when just in general, there was a lot of negativity going on in this world, we needed this. We needed something to be happy about and not feel guilty about it. We needed some cheering, some happiness, some smiles, and we got it.
We did. Junior Cervantes says it was an awesome win on Saturday, but I think it was exciting when we played San Diego and won by 1 in overtime. All 4 of the wins this season, which granted we only have 4 of, but all 4 of them, the win in Bay Area against a really solid team was a big win. Certainly just before all of the turmoil and fallout that happened right after that the next week. The win over San Diego that Junior mentions, the win in Tucson, which was probably my top win of the season in one aspect. And I'm really not sure, Leo and RC, how to parse this or how to divide this up. I think the most complete game we've played ever was that game in Tucson. It looked good from beginning to end, every phase of the game. It was all just firing on all cylinders. It wasn't perfect, but it was really good. But we should beat Tucson. Like, that shouldn't have been, we should have beat them here. And certainly now that we watch what happened on Saturday, you look back at that Tucson game just 6 days before and you go, what happened? Why could we not go into our own house and take care of business like we did going into VyStar Veterans Memorial? This was probably the best win, though, based on what it was, because I would not fault a lot of people for logging in and turning on that game with a little bit of a, here we go, sort of mentality. After what happened against Tucson the week before, knowing the situation we're in, seeing the effort that some of the guys put forward into the Freeman against Tucson, I can understand, because I'll be honest, I was still logging in. I was still getting ready. I was still wearing my Batman jersey because that's the one I pulled on that day, and sitting there and getting ready to watch the game. And I was still cheering for my team. But there was a part of me that was like, all right, here we go. Here we go.
Let's see what we get. Yeah.
And it was great. It was a great win. Jordan Steubing says, one of the most electric away games I've been to. The support in the stands for us at away games was off the charts. They have a really good.
It did look,
They have a really good deal going on. I've been to a game there in Jacksonville. I went to the NAL championship game in 2023, I guess that was, and got to see a game there in VyStar Veterans Memorial. It's a really solid thing they got working. And it should be. They've been playing for 14 or 15 seasons solid. They've got a good, solid fan base built. I'm not throwing any shade at their organization or their team. I'm not a big fan of their head coach, but that's neither here nor there. They've got a good thing going, and that just adds to the electricity. Even when you're the opposing team walking in, it just makes everything a little more fun, you know?
They put on a good production.
Yeah. Missions Highlighter says, I like Jordan's assessment from a few weeks ago. We need to be wearing the white unis at home. We should test this the next home game. That's right. Something was mentioned when we went to Tucson. We wore the white uniforms and we dominated. We did it again and did it again. So maybe we need to be wearing whites.
Yeah, Jordan's last comment, he said to clarify, the amount of our fans there was off the charts. I noticed that.
Saw that.
Looked like a lot of fun. I'm dying for an explanation if Jordan knows that, or is that just how it ended up? Is that how it went? But I'm dying to know like why San Antonio Gunslinger Nation had such a good turnout all the way over in Jacksonville, Florida. I was more than happy to see it. That's awesome. But just wondering if there's any insight into how that came about. But definitely looked like a lot of fun in that environment.
It did.
And Jordan says one of the answers to that is there's a lot of player families that are from the Florida area. And so that's an easy place for them to get to watch a game. Alex McSwain asking how many of Joaquin's family was there with him being from Florida. I imagine a lot.
Exactly.
And he showed out. I think to be fair, we're gonna transition away from the game here for a second because we got something planned for you guys. We talked about it last week, and we're gonna move into that in a minute. We'll get back to the game, but I have to say, as hard as I was last week on Joaquin and head coach James Fuller, both of them acquitted themselves very well in this most recent game. And I don't think that has anything to do with me. I'm not taking any sort of credit for it or anything like that. They don't care what I say. They shouldn't ever care what some talking head on some podcast says, ever. However, both of them, I was a little frustrated after the Tucson game, and both of them came out. James Fuller's game plan was excellent, and we'll talk more about that later. Joaquin Collazo played the game of his career, ? I think you could really make a case for Ralph is watching right now, and I know Ralph's fixing to get on to me. Ralph told me he had 7 touchdowns. He is credited on the stats with 6 touchdowns. I don't even think it even matters. 6, 7 touchdowns, no interceptions, just an amazing game.
That's the key. No turnovers, no interceptions. He did have a fumble, but we recovered it, so we'll just forget about that. But
we'll erase that.
He had the bounce back game. You said this, Philip, and I agree 100% that he really needed.
Yes.
After last week's performance, I mean, a lot of these guys did, but Joaquin Collazo, as I talked when we're going back and forth when we're talking about level of effort, even though there's nothing on the line when it comes to playoffs and stuff, he played to win the game, and he used. You could look at my example of playing to win the game in the fourth quarter. All game long, he had been sliding. He had been, when he had to scramble, he would slide before taking the hit. The broadcast even brought it up, but then there was a play in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth, where we needed to extend a drive and keep the clock running, keep the ball out of Jacksonville's hands, and he went for it.
Yep.
He did not slide. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. That is exactly the point I've been making. And, it was the exact example that I used. And I was like, thank you, Joaquin Collazo, playing to win the game.
There you go.
That's Collazo went all out. So, yes, if not the best game of his career, at least as a gunslinger.
Yep.
Maybe his second best. But, yeah, very impressed and very happy to see that from Collazo.
James Palmer says it seems like the only aspect of the game that was off was the kicking. Leo and I and Ralph and Alex McSwain, we have this little text group that we like text back and forth during games. And I brought up, man, Tyler's way off. And Leo, I think it was you that said, well, given the week or the couple of weeks that he's had, being active and involved up in the hill country and doing what he's been doing, you've got to wonder if that affected something. And I'm sure Tyler would never blame it on any of that. He's not that guy, but you have to wonder if part of the reason that his game just wasn't there is that his mind was somewhere else or his body
Obviously.
was in a different spot than it usually is on a normal game week. I don't know. I'm not making excuses for him. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying we know he's been active and involved in recovery after the floods, and you've got to think that affects something.
Right. But I think that's the great thing about the team. When someone needs help, the other team members come in and support that by playing better. And I think that's what we saw very obvious at that game.
Yeah. And Agnes brings up, moms always take care of you. Agnes brings up there was voodoo on both kickers. Like both kickers were not having a good day. None of the kickers were having a great day. And thank you. I got to thank the broadcast for Jacksonville, because that high angle end zone shot that gives me a clear view of kicks on both sides of the field, genius. Man, that is a genius camera angle, because you can get the ones coming at you. You can get the ones going to the other end zone. What a great camera. Every team in the league should be required to set up a camera in that area. And I hope Texas Sports Productions isn't going to get mad at me, because that was just great. That was a great spot for a camera and helped me so much with watching this particular game. Even though the kicking wasn't great, I was able to see what the kicks were doing because of the camera angles we got. It was really nice. It was really good.
And despite his struggles, he added another rouge to his resume. For his rookie campaign. And I think we talked about this before. I think he's probably broken the record for rouges as a rookie.
He's got a lot of them.
So he added another one.
Yeah, absolutely. Overall, just a really great game. And we're going to get back to it, but we promised you, the fans, something. And I spent some time today setting this sucker up for you guys. And so we're going to go into it, because one of the things that we love as members of this posse around the San Antonio Gunslingers is the fan jersey. What's that?
Spending money.
Spending our money. Absolutely. Losing money. No, we really enjoy the fan jerseys, the hard work that Jordan puts in. And we kind of joked about, you know what? Somebody should do a bracket. We should do a bracket of these fan jerseys. And so I spent more time than I probably should have today setting up this bracket. We have 42 different jerseys.
Wow.
That over the next few weeks, we are going to pare down and find the best.
That's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough.
Hard.
It's going to be hard. So here's how this works. It's single elimination. There are 3 of us, and so we all 3 get a vote. You, the fan that are watching us live, can certainly make your case. You can argue. You can attempt to sway our votes, but we are the jury for these first couple of rounds. We may change things up as we get later, but we are going to be the jury. We have 42 different jerseys we're going to go through, and we're going to do you're going to see them all tonight. We're going to go through all of them one time tonight. By the end of tonight, we will have taken 42 jerseys down to 16, to a Sweet 16. Provided I figured this all out right, and this works the way I want it to. So it's very simple. I'm going to pop up the image of the 2 jerseys that are facing off against each other. I won't tell you what the seeds are. I don't think people are going to care about all of that. I will tell you that there are 4 top seeds, just like there are in any bracket, any well put together bracket. There are 4 top seeds. Our 4 top seeds are the Smoking Guns podcast jersey, because this is our show. And so it was the number 1 seed, because I didn't feel like any of us would vote against it. Certainly not early on. And then the other 3 top seeds were our 3 favorite jerseys. We had this conversation last week. Mine, the one I'm wearing, this 2025 military appreciation jersey. RC's, the one she's wearing, the 6 shooters, is a number 1 seed. And then Leo, who is not wearing his favorite jersey, it must not really be his favorite. No. The Wolverine jersey. Those are our 4 top seeds. I'm not going to tell you what all the rest of the seeds are. You're not really that interested in hearing a bunch of numbers and names. You want to get into these arguments. The other thing I want to say, this is our bracket. It's not your bracket.
Right.
We want your input. We want you to engage with us. But in the end, if we make you mad,
sorry.
This is our opinion. And that's all it is our opinion. You are allowed. I am granting you the ability to have a different opinion than us. You can. I'll let you. It's fine. I won't be upset with you at all for having a different opinion than we do.
That doesn't happen often, people.
It's true.
So let's start out with, and so in this first round is kind of a play-in round. It's not a full round. We didn't have a full set of 64 jerseys that I could pull without really getting messy with it. And so this first round is kind of a play-in round, and you'll notice that each matchup has a little bit of a theme to it, except for one, because nothing's perfect. But James Palmer says, gee, thanks, Philip, for letting me have an opinion. You're welcome. You are welcome, James Palmer. That is my gift to you. We are going to start right away with, again, I don't even know what to call this. I don't know what this matchup is. It's kind of the all-white or come and take it sort of matchup. But here it is. Our first of many jerseys we're going to look at tonight as we see the SAGS Gunslingers jersey on the left. And then on the right, the come and take it. Both of these were produced this year, I believe. And well, maybe the SAGS was the last year retro jersey. I'm not sure now that I say that. Oh, look at that.
Look. You called me out. I didn't get the memo, by the way.
I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell RC, and she did it right. Mm-hmm. So here we go. Here is, you see the cannon. The cannon is actually in one, and then the come and take it in the other. So we're gonna have to rotate the vote here so that we don't have the same person with the deciding vote all the time. So I will start on this one because I'm on the top of the thing here, and we'll rotate through. I'm gonna have to go with the come and take it crisscross guns. I like both of these, but I think there's a much cleaner design going on here on the right side, and it pops. I love the whole come and take it story, the cannon and all of that. And I realize that's represented over on the left side as well, but I just really like the cleanness of this one here on the right side, the come and take it. April also agrees with me. It looks like she is voting with me here. So that would be my vote, would be the come and take it jersey. Leo, what do you think?
I'm going to go the opposite direction because I like the homage of the classic Gunslinger logo on the front, along with the cannon and the big bold red letters on the back, and the red on the sleeve kind of pops. Mm-hmm. And then the stylized SAGS with it reminds me of AC/DC, which is very cool. And,
yeah, absolutely.
So, now, if on the come and take it on the back shoulder and the nameplate was stylized and not just a plain Jane font, then I may go that route because it is a cleaner design, as you said. But that's the kind of thing that stands out to me, like it's just almost like an afterthought, the come and take it on that jersey.
Sure.
And so for that reason, I'm going the opposite direction with the homage logo.
Missions Highlighter says he likes the one on the right. Jason Wood says the one on the right. April also right side. RC, it all comes down to you. You've got one for each, and you get to be the deciding.
Oh my gosh, all this pressure.
You get to pick.
I will say I don't like the one with the cannon because the legs are too skinny. I know that's just me being picky. So
hey, you gotta find something.
But that's the classic logo.
I don't like it. Sorry.
You gotta find something that you like or don't like. I mean, it's fair. That's the game, right?
It's fair.
So I will go with the come and take it just because I feel like there's a little bit of a military connection there.
Gotcha. So we are doing the come and take it. It is going to advance out of this first round. We move on to the next matchup, and the next matchup is the standard fan jersey. In fact, I am willing to say I think this is one of the first, maybe even the first jersey that Jordan put together on the left side here, the 2023 fan jersey. It came in multiple colors, blue, red, and white, if I remember correctly. I have the white one here for you. Then you see this year's version of that in red, white, blue, and black. So both of them available in multiple colors. Cross guns on the back of the 23 jersey. No guns on the back of the 25 jersey. But some other differences, some other things. I voted first last, so I should move this on to Leo Yamas. Leo, you get the first vote here in the fan jersey matchup. Which one you like, 23 or 25 here?
25. I love the way the red and blue pops on the black of that black jersey. And there's something else,
good.
but I know why I'm gonna leave it to you because we talked about this, and I know another element that you really like that I agree with, but I'll leave it at that. Go with 25.
All right, so you're going with the 25. RC, your vote, 25 or 23 here?
I'm going with 23. I love the simplicity of it. I think some of the other colors detract from the 23 and the gun. So I'm going with 23.
All right. And I love I brought this up before and we'll talk about it again. I love the very standard, very almost classic football feeling of the stripes on the sleeve with the logos. It just screams football jersey to me. And so for that reason, mainly for that reason, although there are some other things I really like. Hey, if you could take the guns off of the 23 and put them on the 25, I wouldn't have any trouble at all. Like it's the one thing that keeps dragging me over to the 23, but I'm going to have to vote for the 25. I am a big fan of those sleeves, and I just love the clean look and the football era kind of sleeves going on there. So the 2025 makes it out of that round. Moving on, we go to Fiesta time. The Fiesta 2023 jersey and the Fiesta 2024 jersey.
I got both of them.
Sitting here looking at you, you get to RC. You have them both in your hand, so you don't even have to look at the screen.
I do.
You do get first vote here. You get to tell us if you like the 23 or the 24 better here.
It's difficult. It's difficult.
Okay.
But my choice. Ding, 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 ding.
So you're going to pick the 24. What do you like about that one better?
I like the black. I like the flowers on the helmet. I just think it pops. They're both beautiful, but I think the black really pops.
Yeah, I agree. Black looks good. If I remember correctly, Leo, correct me if I'm wrong. Did the 23 also have a black version?
I don't think so.
It didn't? Okay.
I don't believe so.
Okay. I thought maybe it did.
If they did, I chose the white when I bought it because I have.
Yeah, I did too. I have the white one as well. It's my vote, and I'm going to go with the 23 and make this really hard on Leo. He's going to have to choose. This is actually, I know for a fact this was my first Jordan jersey that I purchased, that I acquired, was the Fiesta jersey, and because of that, it holds a special place in my heart. I love the gradient numbers on the back. I'm a big fan of just the whole aesthetic going on with the numbers, and I'm not a big realistic skull person, and so that just kind of takes something away from the 24. I like it, I just don't love it, and so for all of those reasons, I would go with the 23 Fiesta jersey, which means, Leo, you have the deciding vote on the Fiesta. You get to decide 23 or 24.
Well, let me just add something before Leo answers. What I love about this both versions is how they have the cities seen on the bottom.
Yeah, the sky.
Yes.
The sky.
Yes.
I love
skyline.
that. I love that.
Yes, very cool. All right, so I like different elements of both of these. I love the black of the 24. I love the pistoles arriba on the nameplate on the back. I think
Yes.
that's super awesome. I'm with you. Like the skull design is very cool, but the cross guns with the skull and the sombrero, the Fiesta skull with sombrero on the 23, I prefer that to the skull with the helmet. If we took that logo and put it on the 24 jersey, it would be perfect.
Gotcha.
I love the pink glare on the pistols.
Cross guns. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the pink glare that's in there. So that makes this choice really tough for me, but I'm going to give the 24 the edge just because the colors pop and the pistoles arriba is super cool.
Voting for the 24. That's the wrong choice, but I'll let you have it. You don't win them all. 2023 falls here. I have a soft spot for it. I just do. Being the first one that I think I ever got from Jordan, it's a big thing. Yes. Joaquin the Dream throwing the ball to his mom. We're going to talk about that penalty. That is one of our least favorite penalties in all of the IFL when we get back around to the game. Now for a blackout round. These are going to be hard to see. You're going to have to get really close to your screen. But both of these are jerseys that have been created. I think one of these was the very first outlaw jersey. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jordan. I know you're in and watching. But the 2024 grunt style blackout jersey there on the left. And then I believe that very first outlaw jersey on the right with the red outline and the black. I am usually a big fan of contrast. And so you throw the red in there and it's just enough to make it pop. I prefer the left here. I know that that's probably going to lose, but there is something about just the subtlety of the black and the darkness and then the slightly lighter logo and number and text that I just like. I love them both. I don't own either of these. I wish I had this blackout one, but I don't. But I'm going to go with the left, the truly blacked out version of this. Leo, what's your vote?
Well, I'm going to have to go the one with red. I do think it's the better choice if you have them because it's easier to read from farther away. And the point of these jerseys is to represent. But man, FOMO, I want to pick the left one simply because I don't have it and I'm mad at myself for not getting it. You know, it's just envy. There's envy in me seeing that picture of that jersey and knowing that it's not hanging in my closet. It almost made me pick it, but the true choice to me is the one with the red, which I do have, by the way.
Jordan mentions, by the way, that the final 24 version of the one on the right did not have the grunt style logo on the bottom under the numbers. It was just simply a blacked out jersey all the way through. So I should have mentioned before we started any of this, some of these renderings are not exactly, either there was translation problems as I brought them over through my computer, or some of the design things did not fall exactly the way they did on the fabric. Important to note. All right, we got one for each of these, RC, making you the deciding vote.
Okay, before I say that, I do want to show that this isn't this one, right? With the gunshot?
Nope.
Man. Okay, well, I'm a sucker for red. I love red. I love red lipstick, so I'm going with the red. There's my vote. There's my vote.
Going with the red. Some reason that was called the rocker jersey. I don't remember, Jordan. Why was it called a rocker jersey? April says absolutely the left side. I agree, but I was the only one. So we lose and we move on. The right side, that rocker jersey or the outlaw jersey, absolutely, or is the one that will advance there. And we move on to a retro night. One of the first retro jerseys that were ever created. It did have numbers. That wasn't part of the rendering that I was able to grab. And so you have the front side of the old San Antonio USFL sort of style logo. And then this year's retro jersey with the body glove sort of thing going on in the bottom corner and the neon sort of look to it. Rocker was the name of the font you used. Ah, perfect. Whose vote is it? Is it me? No, it's RC here.
I think it's me. Okay, I just love anything that has pink in it. So I'm going to go with the one on the right. Even though I'm not in love with the guns up kind of thing there, I'm going to go because of the pink and the colors.
Fair enough. I am going to make this hard on you again, Leo, and I'm going to go with the classic retro look because I have a soft spot in my heart for that whole USFL period and all of the things that meant for San Antonio and San Antonio football. And I think this honors that and also brings it into what we do now and what is new and cool about the Gunslingers now. And so this is one that I absolutely have FOMO over that I don't own. I remember, I'm almost certain that this was the game against Carolina that we won in overtime, like 61-60. And it was the first game that I wasn't able to go to because I was moving that weekend down here to Palacios. I watched it in my dining room on a big, huge, I had a projector out to cast the game on my dining room wall to watch it because we didn't have any furniture set up or anything. And I cast that game on my dining room wall and watched it. I think this was that game. And since I didn't get out to that game, I didn't get a chance to get this jersey. And so this is absolutely a FOMO thing for me. I'm going to go with the one on the left, and that means, Leo, you get the deciding vote here.
Well, I bought one and not the other, and had the opportunity to buy both of them. I'm sorry, but the glove logo, the body glove logo, is just a little weird for me. And what kind of shied me away from that design. And on the other hand, I love the homage logo, the classic, Gunslinger logo, and the three small stripes that made that jersey kind of retro. It's simple and clean. So I'm going to have to take that one along with you, Philip.
All right. So the white retro moves on. They're both retro, but the white one moves on out of that round. We are halfway through the play-in round here.
It's so much fun.
And moving pretty quickly. RC, you're about to have a hard time because it's pink round. It is the pink round, one of the things that you love. And now they are matched up against each other here. The 2024 and 2025 pink jerseys. I think the 25 here is messed up, and I think that is a rendering issue and not how it came out on the original jersey. It is my vote, and so I am going to go with the 2025 jersey. I love the paisley that is built into all of this on the right here, and even though I know I don't own either of these and probably never would, I would absolutely go with the one on the right. Leo, what do you got?
I nearly bought the one on the right because I thought it was so cool and like the paisley with the pink. I nearly bought it. I was a fan of how that one came out, so I got to vote for the right.
Oh, so your vote doesn't even matter, RC.
But she gets a vote.
What would you have voted? Or what
I'm
would
going to go with the pink. The pink.
Perfect. The perfect one for yours to not matter on because you get to vote for both of them.
There you go. It was easy breezy for me.
Easy breezy. Pink 25 moves on. And we move on to Halloween. There have been 2 horror or Halloween versions of San Antonio Gunslingers jerseys. One that just came out a few weeks ago, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre jersey, and then the zombie jersey that came out a few years ago. Chainsaw versus zombie. And Leo, it's your vote.
I got to go with the Texas Chainsaw one. That one's pretty unique, pretty cool. I like it. Pretty solid. I agree. RC, your thoughts?
I'm going with the zombie.
You're going to go with the zombie. Why? Out of
I
curiosity.
just think it's different. It's not often that you see like a cool shirt with a zombie on it.
Okay. Fair enough. I will go with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre jersey. It is a really clean design. It is a different color scheme than a lot of what we see. The Gunslingers are red, white, and blue. But I think you'll notice as we go through this that there is a green and purple sort of bent that just appears every once in a while. And there are other green and purple versions of the Gunslinger jersey that I like more.
Yep.
And so for that reason, this one just doesn't do it for me. I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and that's the one that will move on out of this round. We move from Halloween into superheroes, and we have, again, the purple and green now pops its head up. Spider-Man versus the Hulk. I have one of these. I don't have both of them. And it is... Whose vote is it now? Is it now yours, Leo? No, or is it RC's? RC's now. It's RC's vote. Yeah.
Okay, with this, that's the one I'm choosing.
Why is that?
The Hulk.
Why is that?
Because I like the Hulk. He's big. I like the colors purple and green.
I am also going to go with Hulk here. I love the Hulk face busting through on the back. I love the fact that I have abs when I wear this jersey. I like all of the things about the Hulk jersey. The Spider-Man jersey to me is okay, but just okay. I really like the Hulk jersey much more. Leo,
you just like shirts that give you fake abs.
Dang right I do. Dang right I do.
It's got to be the Spider-Man. I vote for the Spider-Man. I know it doesn't matter anymore, but it's got to be this. I have both these jerseys. Obviously, I like them both, but the Spider-Man has Gunslinger colors. But not to mention when this Spider-Man jersey came out, we had a Spider-Man on the team, Kadir Chisholm. That was his nickname.
Yes.
And he wore the Spider-Man jersey, and we had Spider-Mans to honor our Gunslinger player out there. And and I just like it better. So, oh well, Hulk moves on. Not the worst thing. I do have both these jerseys. I like them both.
Jordan says the Venom was the most popular out of that year's set.
Oh, wow.
There's a reason the Venom jersey is not in the playoff play-in round. Just mentioning. I set all the seating for this, so I chose my favorites, and not that these aren't my favorites, but not everyone can be in the top 22 or 20 or whatever it was. We move from Marvel into military appreciation. Two different versions here. The San Antonio Gunslingers military appreciation from 2022. This is absolutely one of the first ones that Jordan ever put together. In fact, Jordan, is this the first one that you were able to put together? And it goes up against the 2024 military appreciation jersey, Eagle, Toby Keith, all of the things going on that jersey. And it is back around to me. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. My vote will definitely be for the left. It's a very clean look. It's very patriotic. I feel like the one on the right is just a little busy for my taste. It's got a little too much going on it for me. And so I would go with the one on the left here. Leo, what about you?
I got to agree with you. The left. I like the cleaner design.
Okay. RC, what about you?
I'm going with the left. Again, we kind of agree on the same thing. The one on the right is a little bit too busy for me. And I don't like the position of the eagle's beak right there in the middle. I think I have a little bit of a belly, and I think that would make it look like the bird is like eating or something.
I understand. I get it. And so the final matchup of this round, and then we're going to get back to talking about the absolute demolition of the Sharks this Saturday and what we've got coming up against Arizona on next Saturday. Final one of this round, Captain America and the Matanga's Pizza jersey. This is actually the only one that is not a direct matchup of like versus like in this particular round. That does not happen a whole lot after this. So you've seen all of the ones kind of going up against their selves. I don't have the vote here, so I get to pass this over to Leo, and Leo gets to make the decision here.
For me, it's easy. The Matangas.
Gotcha.
I love the
Why do
colors
you
and
hate
cream.
America?
I don't hate America. I love pizza though. Look at me. Look at me. I love pizza. And Matanga's pizza is freaking delicious.
Getting a lot of votes really quickly for Matangas. Iris,
Yeah.
Mission Highlighter, Mo Ferrante, Junior Cervantes, all with Matangas, as well as James Palmer. April is the only one I think that has said that she prefers Captain America here. RC, what is your vote?
I'm going to go with Matangas for everything that they've supported our team. They feed the players. They're out during the games. I've gone to watch the game there at one of the restaurants in the past. So for them, if someone's going to support our team that much, I'm going to support them. So I'm going to go with Matangas.
James Palmer, speaking of Matangas, they now have an app. So download that to order your pizza. Yeah, this is going to be a clean sweep. I'm going to vote for the Matangas. It's not that I don't like Captain America or I don't like this version. It just unfortunately goes up against what I think is a really clean, solid design that also highlights one of our biggest supporters as a team.
Exactly.
And once you throw all of that together, I'm gonna keep them in for this moment. It's not that I don't like Captain America, it's just that I really like pizza. So I'm gonna go with Matangas as well. And boom, just like that, we have cut what started as 42 jerseys. We have already cut 10 of them down just like that. They are gone, never to be seen again. That's not true.
That's not true. I'll be wearing some of them.
We will see them again. We will talk some more about football while I furiously try to match up everything so that we can do this all over again here in a few minutes. But that is your first round, your play-in round. What's that? Fried Oreos.
Matangas has fried Oreos? Oh,
What?
man.
I'm down.
Can we end the show early tonight so I can go get Matanga's pizza and some fried Oreos?
Let's go. That's it.
Bye, guys.
I gotta go. Bang bang.
So let's talk a little bit about. Let's see. Matanga's was made exclusively for them exclusively, but maybe we need to sell those. They seem to be a pretty popular one, and I think a lot of us would be proud to wear Matanga's jerseys for everything they do for the Gunslingers. So maybe a redesign a little bit to bring in some of the Gunslinger side of things, and boom, you get Matanga's. Every time I see them.
Wouldn't it be great if that was a theme night and they would have, like, you know how drones go by and drop like coupons? And
Yeah.
then when they make their burger, instead of like on top of each other, they do a pizza. You have to throw the pepperoni on the pizza.
That would work. So let's talk a little bit more about the game. I know somebody brought up a few minutes ago Joaquin Collazo getting dinged, getting a flag on his first touchdown for handing the ball off to his mother.
Please.
Because God forbid a rookie in a professional football league wants to give his mother a souvenir of a touchdown when she's in the stands. Let's flag him for that. Makes perfect sense to me. This is a dumb rule. There are some dumb things about the IFL. There are some issues I have, but this is probably by far the dumbest one. This 5-yard penalty, this delay of game penalty for handing off the ball when you're not the home team is stupid. It's ridiculous. It needs to go away now, right now. I can't believe that. A kid hands the ball to his mom, who's proud of him, for a touchdown in a professional football game, and he gets flagged for it. That's stupid. That's just stupid.
The Sharks should have offset a penalty or declined the penalty to show some class, knowing that was the case.
I'm not going to do, like, if the refs are going to give me a penalty, I'm going to take it, but it shouldn't be a penalty. It just shouldn't be a penalty.
I would have declined it. But yeah, I know. I think it's a dumb rule. We talked about this on a show last year. What I think it was last year, may have been this year too, multiple times. This is a stupid rule.
Get it
It
out.
doesn't matter who's getting the ball in the stands, whether it's a home fan or an away fan. It's good for the IFL. It's good for the
Exactly.
IFL. The ball that I got from Kali Rashad up in Frisco is right up there on my wall. So, people get to see that, and I get to tell the story and talk to people about it. It's been talked on our show. How is that not good for the IFL? Stupid rule.
Stupid rule. You're 100% right. It's just a stupid rule. And there's no reason for it, and it's time to get rid of this rule. It's time to
Cut it out.
Whatever the point was, it's not a point you're making anymore. Time to give it up. What else did you notice in the game, Leo? What stood out to you? Let's talk a little bit about the game plan, offensively specifically. The game plan that you saw. This looked different, but also recognizable. Like it was not something that I think we run very often, but it was very recognizable that it was Coach Fuller's design, but it looked different, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean, we were definitely emphasizing the run. They couldn't beat it. I think it was very well coached game, very good game plan. The level of effort just from the team overall, what we saw this week compared to last week, it was a chasm of difference. It was huge. And it was really great to see. I mean, there's guys that really came out and played hard. Miller really impressed me a lot. Then you had Riverius Rivers with that, amazing interception in the end zone. Just multiple players. Kali Rashad had a great game. Obviously, Keyshawn Harper, fantastic game. And then, Koyaso, we talked about Joaquin having the game that he really needed, and solidifying himself as like, I don't think at this point, I don't think at this point there's any doubts that, plan A would be to continue with Koyaso the rest of the season and then bring him back next year as QB1. So it was great to see that this team is still playing for something, and that looks to be like each other. If you saw the locker room video from after the game,
I did.
And they talked about family, and Koyaso talked about I love this team. Things didn't end up the way we wanted, but I really mean it. Like, we could do something special. We just got to stick together. That was really, really great to hear that from him. And, being a leader and the guys being pumped up about it. That's what winning will do for you. And this team very much needs wins the rest of the season. It's not going to make a difference in making the playoffs, but it's going to make a difference in the outlook of these guys moving forward.
Absolutely. Right? I think the pace was sharper and faster than I've seen in the past. The pace of the game.
Yes. Yes.
I like the focus on the run game. It's almost as if James Fuller watched the game, watched his film from the first game and said, well, if Keyshawn Harper is going to give me 100% on every play, I'm going to give Keyshawn Harper the ball as much as I possibly can. And that turned out to be a great strategy. Also, they used the receiver along the wall was just used very, very well throughout the game. So I thought it was solid. I thought it was a solid game plan. And as much as I felt like in the Tucson game a week before, we seemed like we didn't have a whole lot of a plan. We didn't seem like we were moving forward with any sort of discernible plan. I saw one here. It felt good, and it worked. And that always feels good when you come in with a specific plan and it works. That's a big deal.
And I mean, right down to the clock management. The clock management, I think, was the best of the year. the best of the year in this game, and making sure that, they were taking time off the clock with the lead and making sure the Sharks didn't have any life left in them, keeping the ball away from them, keeping the pressure on. Obviously, it helps when your offense scores on every single possession of the game. I mean, that's a formula for success in this league. But, there's a lot of little things that have to happen to keep those drives, to maintain those drives going, and to take as much time off so you're not allowing the other team to have those possessions to keep pace with you. And the Gunslingers did an excellent job of that, particularly in the second half. And you're right, Philip, you kind of alluded earlier how we had a tendency to see things go well in the first half and then come out, and then the other team makes adjustments, and then you're kind of holding your breath in the third quarter. We've had a lot of bad third quarters. Not in this case. The guys really went out and performed all game long. Austin Collier, I gotta give him props for being really a disruptive force on the line there on defense. I mean, it was just a long list of gunslingers that really played hard and put the effort out there, that level of effort that we talked about, and playing to win. Like I said, Collazo out there giving it up and making the plays, and really throwing dimes and throwing into tight coverage quite a bit during this game, making good decisions all game long, not turning the ball over. Very, very solid performance by Joaquin and the entire team overall. Was really great to see. And then just them having a great time, the time that they did with the fans in the stand and the music and seeing those videos, man, it really made you wish you could have been there, right, for this away game. But it was really nice to see our team with that, taking the win, taking the dub, and with that energy during the game, after the game. It's an energy we haven't seen there in a minute. So it was really good to see, and makes you as a Gunslingers fan, excited again.
I know that last week we had mentioned how Duck left and how maybe we saw a change in the team. This game, I felt like there were numerous players who stepped up. It wasn't just like one player. Everyone did a little bit better, and they did their part, and they really gelled as a team. That's what I saw.
I agree. I was very, very impressed with the catch I saw from Austin Upshaw. When Austin Upshaw climbed a ladder and got a ball in the end zone, a very important touchdown. And I'll be honest with you, as soon as he caught it, I was like, man, there's Naquan Murray doing work. And then he turns, and I'm like, that's not Naquan. That's Austin Upshaw. It was an incredible catch. It was one of those plays that I've talked about for a month now, where I'm like, I get it if you don't. Man, I'm glad you did, though.
Yes, we are.
He went all the way up, got that ball. It was a very important touchdown, and it was great. Alex McSwain says, I was 85% sold on Joaquin coming back next year. After the locker room video, I am 100% sold on Joaquin Collazo coming back next year.
Me too.
I was already at 100%, even with the game against Tucson. Like I see enough that I'm willing to hand over the reins for 26 to Joaquin Collazo and say, hey, it's your job to lose. But yes, after seeing that video, that just reaffirms what I feel about Joaquin and his leadership and the kind of guy he is. It was great.
Yeah, come on back, Joaquin. If you come back, then I got some barbacoa tacos and Big Red for you, man. Just to sweeten the deal.
Well, there you go.
Can't beat that.
Who can say no to that, right?
Right. In fact, we need a jersey. We had the Matanga's jersey going up against Captain America. Captain America had no chance going up against Matanga's Pizza. But give us a barbacoa and Big Red Gunslingers jersey, then that would be a battle right there. That I was going to say that earlier.
It was. Hey, I think we got it. It was a great game. It was a great game to see. Our defense answered what was one of their worst games, probably their worst game of the season. They came back and answered. It never felt. I never got so worried that things were falling apart on us. There have been times around the Gunslingers over the last 5 years, there have been times that you feel the tide start to turn, even especially in the lead. And you can just feel things start to run the other direction. And you're going, let's not have that happen. I never felt that. There was never a moment in this game. And give credit where it's due. Jacksonville is a good football team. They are going to be in the playoffs. They are going to make some noise. In the playoffs, they have just as good a chance as anyone else at representing the East. I don't think that they are any worse than Quad City. I think that they are, I think they're a really good football team in the East. I don't know that the East stacks up very well against the West. And so I don't know once we get to the championship what that looks like. But they've got just as good a chance as anybody else in the East. With the possible exception of Tulsa, right now I'm cheering for Tulsa in the East.
Heck yeah.
Because Sam's over there. Sam.
That's right, baby.
Inexplicably signed with Tulsa. He is leading that team right now, and I want everything Sam can get. And so it's not anything against Jacksonville or Quad City or Green Bay, any of those teams. I am not rooting against them, but I am rooting for Sam. I'm a big Sam Castronova fan. I spent enough time with him last season that I'm very, very impressed with that young man, and I want him to do all the things. And so if that means winning 2 indoor football championships in the same year, yes, please. I'll love to see that.
I'm rooting against them.
You are rooting against Jacksonville?
I'm rooting. No, and Green Bay and Quad City.
Okay.
I'm Tulsa Oilers all the way over in the East right now. I hope they win the championship. I'm rooting for the guy on the couch. That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
I'm rooting for the guy that was just sitting on the couch, so to speak, as someone said. Yep. That's the guy I'm rooting for.
Absolutely. I'm rooting for Sam. Best night in indoor football all season was the night that we beat Jacksonville, a game we should not have won by all rights. What was the spread? The spread was, 13.5?
Something like that. Yeah.
Not that even matters. I don't know who's still setting spreads for these games. But, by all rights, we're not supposed to even compete in that game. We go to Jacksonville and win. And Sam in triple, in overtime, wins his game, his return to the IFL. I want nothing but great things for Sam, even if it's not in a San Antonio Gunslingers jersey and helmet. And so the only time I'll ever cheer against Sam Castronova is if he's playing against us. I'm a big fan of Sam Castronova.
Yeah, I'm a fan for whoever's mom. We did the mom to mom, and I did a mom to mom with his mom. So I'm going for that team. I'm going for him. Cheering him on.
Absolutely. This was a bounce back game that they need. Look, I'm going to be honest. If they go out and they play flat in Jacksonville, I'm going to show up for the next 2 games because I want to be at all of the Gunslinger games. But I would not blame the casual fan that goes, well, they've given up for the season. Why wouldn't I? They made it clear that they haven't. Like they showed us they have not given up on the season. And look, I'd much rather finish the season at 6-10 than 4-12. Ultimately, it doesn't mean a lot either way, but I'd much rather win these last 2 games, beat Arizona, one of the best teams in the West, and then finish off the season beating a team that we should absolutely beat in Northern Arizona and walk off. James Palmer's right. You have to show up. You have a job to do. That's true too.
That's true too.
But I'm glad they showed some life.
Yeah.
Not just on the field, but off the field after the game, in the locker room. The video that came out for us, and the guys being so proud of what they did. I hope they carry that momentum and continue on. And Bob Book says it great. Finish strong, get momentum in the offseason for next year, a lot like what we did in Jacksonville last year. There you go. Naz shocking people this weekend, also winning. Did they shock people? They beat Tucson. We should have beat Tucson. Like,
That's right.
is it a shock when a team beats Tucson, even if it's
No.
Nats? Is it really that shocking? Tucson's not a good team. That's what drove me so crazy.
They beat
about
us
that
though.
game. Yeah, no, but that's what drove me so crazy about that game is there's no way Tucson should beat a team that's trying. They're not that good. They're just not that team. And they beat us going away, and that hurt. That hurt. Now we go up against Arizona, and we'll be back together in the Freeman Coliseum at its first responder night. Hey, do what you can to let first responders in your area, because we live all over San Antonio and all over South Texas.
Yep.
And all first responders have to do is show up with their ID at Freeman Coliseum, and they get into the game.
Yep. And there's 30% off right now for non-first responders. So tell people that too.
Yeah,
Tickets are 30% off. Yep.
Do your part. Swing by the local fire station. Get arrested and let the police officers know as you're
I'm not
being
doing
booked.
that.
Do your part, RC.
No, I won't do it.
Do it.
Create a public disturbance, and when all the police show up, tell them about how they can go to the Gunslingers game. No, but seriously, reach out to first responders in your area, because we cover all of San Antonio, and let them know that there's an opportunity here for an exciting night. And it's going to cost them very little. It's going to cost them $10 to park and whatever they want to spend on food or merch. It's a deal. It's a deal for first responders. And we want them to see what the game is like, so that next year, next week when we take on Naz, and then next year they go, hey, that was a lot of fun. I should bring some other people to that. Like, let's make this thing happen. That's the key, is getting the word out there. And there's no better way for people to become Gunslingers fans than come to the game. And there's no easier way to get people to the game than say, hey, you got almost nothing on the line here. You're going to pay $10 to park, and you're going to enjoy yourself. That's your job. That's your mission. Get arrested, RC.
All right, I'll work on it. I gotta find a fun way to get arrested, though.
Lilith says, come on, RC, you can do it.
I know I could.
It's only your record.
And my license.
Hey, if you fake a medical emergency, you get EMS, fire department, and you get arrested. Boom! You get all the first responders just by faking a medical emergency. Boom! This is the key. This is
Smoking Guns podcast is in no way encouraging people to fake medical emergencies. No. That's not happening.
Well, there's got to be some goofy thing out there that you can get like a violation for that's super goofy, like handing a ball to your mom. That was a foul, right? There's got to be some goofy thing that I could probably do to at least get the cops' attention.
Cat stuck in a tree. RC stuck in a tree.
Oh my gosh. That would be funny.
There you go. Fire department would show up. You'd get to invite them. What I'm saying here basically is think outside the box. You know, there are ways. Sure, you could just swing by the local fire station and like invite them.
Or tag them on one of your Facebook things. That's what I did. I tagged like the city of San Antonio, the fire department, all of that.
Yeah, that's Alex McSwain's idea too. Like and comment and share the Gunslingers Facebook posts about first responder nights. That's good. Like that is basic level sharing. What I'm saying is go above and beyond, and spend the night in jail. But do it for the Gunslingers. Is what I'm saying. No, I will not be doing that. I don't live in the area. That's the thing. Is I don't really live there, and I can't do that myself. That's why I need y'all to do it for me.
I think they'd be more leaning on you, and you can just say, the devil made me do it, and then you get a pardon.
And that's not how that works. Believe me. I don't want to tell you how I know, but I know. That's not how that works. Bass Bandit says, I hope we can get a full house this Saturday and
Yes.
next Saturday, just like last year's final home game. Absolutely. April, just run down the street yelling guns up.
Well, that would, okay, I found something. Okay, it says strange laws. So if I transport dentures across state lines for non-dentists who make false teeth, that's a federal crime. I could do that. Anybody got some false teeth or dentures?
James Palmer says he doesn't have bail money. Man, if you sit there long enough, they release you on your own recognizance. Again, don't ask me how I know, but I do. You don't have to bail yourself out. If it's a minor enough offense, they let you out on your road recognizance. You have to show up a few days from now. Don't ask me how I know. So there you go. First Responders Night coming up on Saturday. And we're playing Arizona. Arizona is a good football team that has struggled here in the back half of the season, and we could be part of that struggle. We could be the fly in the ointment for this team too. We did it to Jacksonville. We can do it again.
And if we do, we could say we beat the top 3 teams in the West.
Yeah. Right?
That's something.
Yeah.
Right, because we beat Bay Area. We would beat Arizona here, and the other one you're thinking of is?
San Diego.
San Diego.
The only team we haven't beaten is the Vegas make-believe creatures.
Yeah, the Nighthawks, whatever that is. Yeah, and by that logic, then that means we should be in the playoffs. If we beat 3 playoff teams all in the same year, don't we automatically get a bid into the playoffs at that point?
I say we should be the wild card. We should be the wild card.
This is not how things work. This is how things should work.
That's an interesting idea, yeah.
I truly believed when I was a kid, before I was figuring, when I was still learning like sports and how it works. I can remember the Cowboys beating whoever was the Super Bowl champs. I think it was Washington, but whoever was the Super Bowl champs that year.
Was Dallas.
Everybody talking about how, this team was the reigning Super Bowl champs, and we won. And I knew enough about boxing that if you beat the champion, you become the champion. And so I asked my dad, I was like, so we're the champions now? And he's like, oh God, no, we're like 1-15. That was the only game we won all year. And I'm like, but that's the only one you need to win. We beat the champions, so we champions now, right? No. It's not how it works. But it should be. It really should be how it works. There is a website somewhere that tracks the major sports leagues in that fashion. And so you can go down through history and see, Kansas City won the Super Bowl. They won the championship. But then the next team that beat them in the next season takes over the champion, and then the next team that beats them. There's a way. I don't remember what it's called, but I've run across it before. That tracks sports championships that way. That'd be really cool to figure out.
I found a crime. If I had Jerry's help, it's a crime to create an unreasonable odor. I think with Jerry's help, we could do that. I could get arrested.
That's going to be hard to do in San Antonio, though.
I don't know. Okay. We have a lot of stuff in San Antonio to come up with an odor that's unpleasant. Believe me.
Man, if an unusual odor is what you need to get arrested, I know a lot of people in San Antonio don't have jails big enough for that.
I'm telling you, we should just start calling it 911.
I don't think they can enforce that law.
No.
They're talking about overcrowding.
Can you imagine during Fiesta Week? Oh God.
Oh man. Goodness.
Well, it's out there. I found the crime.
Show up for the
learn
game
here on the Smoking Guns podcast.
Show up for the game. Let your first responder buddies, friends, enemies, whoever if you have first responder enemies, I want to hear that story, by the way. But let them know. Get them out to the game, and let's pack the Freeman Coliseum and have a good time. We're going to play a great football team. We can compete against good football teams. We just watched that happen in Jacksonville. So let's get out to the Freeman Coliseum, cheer on our boys. And if it's not too late, Alex McSwain says, imagine what the gels smell like if you gather
God.
all the smelly people together in one place.
Mm.
And
Hey,
James-
jails are pretty stinky as they are. I've been
Yeah,
inside
I've
there
never been, so I don't know.
work. I've been in there for work.
Gels do smell. Once again, do not ask me how I know.
You know a lot about jails, mister.
Moving on, James Palmer says, can they come arrest my son? His room and then his room for the
Ew.
His room and him smell horrible.
Yeah.
Oh.
So when you come to the game on Saturday night, don't come Friday night or you're just, I mean, it's a really long tailgating session.
Start the line, baby. Start the line.
When you come on Saturday night, you need to wear your fan jersey. And which one is your favorite? We get to move on into the round of 32. This is the proper round. All those we talked about before, that was all play-in games. Those didn't even really count. They can't even put a playoff win on their resume. That was a play-in game. Doesn't even count. This is where the real tournament starts. Right here. And we're going to move through 22 jerseys in the next few minutes and pick our favorites as we continue finding the best of the fan jerseys created by the San Antonio Gunslingers. And we kick off this first round with the number 1 seed against what ultimately comes out to be the last seed, the bottom seed of the round of 32. And we get the Smoking Guns podcast 2024 Bang Bang jersey against the 2025 Come and Take It jersey that won in our play-in round just a few minutes ago. I get to start on this one, and no, I'm not picking, not at this point. I'm not picking against the jersey that has our podcast name on it. It's the left. It is the Smoking Guns podcast jersey, not just because it's ours, but it's really good looking too. I'm all about the one on the left. The one on the right's fine, but it's not the Smoking Guns podcast.
No.
So that's my vote. Leo.
I gotta go with the one on the left. I think the one on the right is more than fine, but I gotta go with the one on the left. Yeah, I do think that's a very cool looking jersey. Like, seriously, honestly,
it is. It's solid. It's really, really good. And James Palmer says he has both. He wears the one on the left more. Nobody has said the one on the right yet. And that's fair, because if you're watching and listening to this show, you're probably a fan of the one on the left. RC, what do you got?
I got this one.
Boom. Winner.
And I'll tell you, I want to give a shout out to Mo and Iris, because many times, even at the other football game, they're always sporting this shirt. So thank you for that.
They sure are. We love that. Jay Washington says, I like the one on the right too, but the left is better. And that's the key. We're not saying we don't like any of these. We're just saying there's one I like better.
Right.
Alex McSwain with the real winning comment here. The one on the left is the highest quality Brahmas jersey I own.
True. So true.
Very good. Very good.
We move on to the next matchup. And in the next matchup, we have the Don't Tread on Me 2A blue, black and yellow Gunslingers jersey against Chewbacca. The Chewbacca Gunslingers jersey from last year, Star Wars night, I believe. And Leo, you get to go first.
Gotta go with the Second Amendment jersey. That's just cool. I love Chewbacca though. I'm a little hurt that that's what's going up against the Second Amendment jersey right off the bat. But the Don't Tread on Me on the nameplate, abbreviated, but we all know what that means. Yeah, I gotta go with the one on the left.
All right, so you go with the 2A Don't Tread on Me. RC.
Well, any true fan would know that I dressed up like Chewbacca, so I have to go with Chewbacca.
Yeah, I thought of that just before you said it. I was like, you know what? I think she's gonna go with Chewbacca because I think she dressed up this same year as Chewbacca. I like all the things about the Don't Tread on Me jersey. I like that it's a clean design. I like anything that is a little different as far as color scheme and all of those kind of things. But I'm going to have to go with my boy Chewbacca getting his medal finally and getting that bright gold Gunslingers medal on him. I'm going to have to go with Chewie on this one. Not
Solid
again
choice.
that I don't like it. It's just that, you know.
Yeah, tough one.
I can't say no.
Who can make the noise? Who can make Chewbacca's noise? I can't. If Jerry was here, I'd have him say it.
I hear none.
Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Do it.
I hear none. Moving on. That's not right.
Come on.
That's not right. That's not right. It wouldn't matter. Yeah, no, that is right. I'm sorry. That is absolutely right. That is the right matchup there. You have the 2025 fan jersey from the play-in round just a few minutes ago. And then we have the Kali Rashad fan jersey. We start with RC. RC, Kali, or 25? She's got 5 on it. It looks like I'm going 5 all the way. Leo is going to do the same. That was an easy one. Not that we don't like the fan jersey, but we love some Kali Rashad.
Yes.
We love some Kali Rashad. I knew whatever that went up against was going to have a rough time.
Oh, yeah.
And we move on. Oh, man. This cannot be what got set up.
God.
What?
Why did you do that?
This is not right. This is not right. This is not right.
Okay.
Hold on. This is not right. Let me go in and find. Hold on.
Hold on.
This is
this a crime?
This is not the correct jersey. I've got to go in and find the right one.
Yes, fix it.
Fix it. My bad. I don't know how this happened.
I like Alex McSwain. Can there be a tie?
All right. These are our choices. Not that it's a whole lot better.
Yeah, that's still tough.
Better. It is the Fiesta 2025 jersey taking on. God, I hope that doesn't mess everything else up. I'm going to get mad if I mess all of this up. Okay. Fiesta 2025 jersey versus the Gunslingers. Both of these jerseys from this year, both very solid. Whose vote is it here? I got so messed up on the other thing. Oh, it's me. I get to vote first. Look, I'm going with the Gunslingers. I'm going with the Goonies. I love the triple stripe on the sleeve. I think this captures so much of the Goonies, and it does it in a really fresh and neat way. I cannot possibly choose against this one as much as I love the Fiesta jersey from this year. April mentioned earlier that she liked the Fiesta jersey the most out of the Fiesta jerseys, and I would agree with her. This is my favorite of all of the Fiesta jerseys.
Yes.
And it's still going to not get my vote here. The Gunslingers is going to get it here. Leo, you?
I got to agree. It hurts to vote against that stunning Fiesta jersey, but the Goonies jersey is just so cool. Such a great idea in design, and the whole truffle shuffle down on the bottom. Just that's great. Got to go with the Goons up.
RC?
Ding, 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 ding,
All
ding.
right.
Ding, ding.
It gets a vote. At least it doesn't go down without a fight. It gets a vote, but it ultimately loses out to the Gunslingers. And now we move on to Wolverine and the rocker jersey from earlier in our play-in round. You've got Wolverine and you've got the rocker jersey. And Leo, is it yours?
It is mine. And guess which one I'm going to vote for?
I wonder.
You're gonna go with Wolverine, RC. What's your
Heck
choice?
yeah.
I know. I'm gonna go with the red and the black to the right.
Fair enough. I am definitely going with the Wolverine. It's another ab jersey. I'm a big fan of that. I just love the way this comes together. This is one of the things I love about Jordan as he continues to develop as a graphic designer. There is a version of this that can be very simple and just be, a chest plate of Wolverine in a solid color and very cartoony. And it's not that. There is some detail to it that is not necessary that exists as part of it. And I don't ever wear this jersey where I don't just marvel at how good it looks. The colors work well together. It is a really, really excellent jersey. I'm going with Wolverine, as I know most of our fans and our friends are. Leo, Jay Washington says, what's the jersey count? You do actually have a count.
I do now. Yeah, I counted them. And
What
I'm
is your
talking
jersey?
just my jerseys, not Loli's, because she's got a number 2. I counted all the jerseys in my closet. And it was 28.
Oh,
But I have more. Like there's 2 sitting right over there in frames. And I have 2 of the guns. I have 2 of the Wolverine jersey. I didn't count the spare that I have, put away. So, but 28 hanging in my closet right now.
that's more than me. But if Jerry asks, tell him I picked the Wolverine one. That's one of his favorites.
Did Philip say Marvel while mentioning Wolverine?
Yes, he did. That was
He
that a
did.
pun
That's
or
right.
what?
That wasn't even intended, was it?
I caught that.
Oh, that I marvel at it. Okay, I got it. No, I did not even catch. Pardon my pun. Okay, moving on to the next round. We have the Joker against the neon retro jersey. One of the early retro jerseys, if I remember correctly. I do not have this retro jersey. I wish I did. And I believe this moves to RC here. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going with the one on the left,
The Joker?
the Joker, just because I love my husband and he would not be happy if I didn't pick some of these superheroes. I mean, the villain and all that.
Right.
You've seen his room, right? You've seen the.
Yes. No. Yeah.
Yes.
You broadcasted from there
Yeah.
for a couple of times. Yeah. Absolutely. I do not have this one on the right. I wish I did, but in spite of that, I am going with the Joker. I think it's just an excellent design. It is another one of those moments where there are aspects and elements of this design that are not necessary, that add to it and make it that much better. The stitches specifically are something that you don't need. They don't have to be there, but they just add something special to this jersey. I'm going with the Joker here, which means Leo, you can vote for the retro if you would like, but it's not going to matter.
Well, I love both these jerseys. I have both of them, but I have to say the neon retro jersey is the best of all the retro jerseys, and I love it. So I would vote for that one, even in a losing battle. That's the one I'm taking.
The ha-has are also an awesome
and
I agree.
Very cool, yes.
I agree. Joker moves on from that one. Now on to Joker's arch rival, Batman, against the very first Star Wars jersey, the Rebel jersey that came. This was the first time I think the Gunslinger logo really got played with in a big way.
Yes.
We had the Fiesta jersey, which was the skull peeking out over the guns, but now he was wearing a helmet. And so now you have Batman. This is hard for me. Is it me? It's me now. Yeah. This is hard for me because I feel like my vote is going to be recency bias, but I'm going to vote Batman here. I love this jersey. I have found myself wearing that jersey a lot since it came out. In fact, when I had all of my jerseys clean and hanging in the closet the other day before the Jacksonville game, I could have picked any of those jerseys out, and I grabbed my Batman jersey and threw it on. So I'm voting with Batman here, and I really hope that's not a recency bias thing, but that's my vote. Leo, what about you?
Nothing to do with the abs.
No, because this one doesn't feel like it gives me abs in the same way. I don't know what it is, but I've looked at it specifically to be like, does this do the same thing? And it does not for some reason.
Okay.
Feel that way.
Yeah.
Leo.
I'm going with Batman, although I'll say that this, again, I have both of these. The Star Wars one with the cross guns over the Rebel helmet. There's a special place for that one because I think you're right. It is the first time that was done. And it started just a trend on these things, on these jerseys, and a lot of different fandoms that we can mix. So very, very cool. But you got to go with the Batman. That Batman one is pretty dang cool.
Yep, absolutely. And RC, your vote.
Batman.
Batman.
Hands down.
Unanimously, Batman wins and beats out the Rebel. I do like the Rebel. I really like it. Star Wars, because I remember the decals on the field that year.
That was cool. I had forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jamar, for reminding us.
Is this right? This may not be right. Hold on. Nope, that's not right. Hold on.
I hope that's not right.
Old school. Oh, okay. I know what I need to find. Okay. Let me go find the right one really quickly. Sorry. Doing this on the fly and it becomes a little difficult.
Yeah. Hurry up and go find
You're doing a great job, though. You're doing a great job.
Go find the loser of this next one. I can already tell you which one's going to win.
You never know. You never know. You never know. 8. Are we on 8? We're on 8. Why did it not pop up with that one? Weird. It just skipped it. Okay. Here you
People
go.
are already voting.
I know, right?
You can't vote if you don't know what you're voting against.
Oh, okay. You took down the first one.
The 6-shooter.
The old school made it through the retro version of the play-in game and moved on to face the Stormtrooper. Leo, your vote.
Man, I love both of these, but I got to go. I mean, I'm wearing it. I got to go with the Stormtrooper.
Sure.
Excellent jersey.
Yeah, so Stormtrooper gets a vote there. RC, I dare not even ask you. It's got the skinny
You already know what I'm going to say.
It's got the skinny leg cowboy on it.
I don't want those skinny legs. Anywhere I see skinny legs, off. Out. No good for me.
So many of you going with the left. James Palmer left. Lolise, old school. April says retro, and you are going to upset all of those people, RC, and say the Stormtrooper?
I am.
Good. I'm glad you did, so I don't have to, because I would have also voted for the Stormtrooper, but it does not matter. Stormtrooper moves on, and old school is booted out.
Boot.
And it's all RC's fault. I want to make sure everybody remembers.
Can I get arrested for that? Can I get arrested for that?
Yeah, that old school retro jersey is pretty darn cool.
It is. No, it is. There are going to be some times that we have to make choices, and I'm going to really regret the choice we have to make because we have to boot good stuff. This is one of those that I already feel bad. Like I wish this could go further, but it just can't. I'm not putting it in past the Stormtrooper. I think the Stormtrooper is a great design.
It's pretty much all good stuff, Philip, at this point, especially.
This is not. No, that is right. That is right. That is right.
RC's dying.
Oh my gosh.
RC's dying.
Available the same week.
Yeah.
The 6-shooters versus the pink Paisley, the pink 25 jersey. That is our next matchup. We're halfway through the round of 32 at this point. And RC, you got to pick. Wait, is it RC's vote? Yes.
Is it?
It's RC's vote. And RC,
okay. This is my heart, and it's breaking. Very hard to make this decision. But because I am so proud of my 6-shooters, and I'm so proud of the job that they're doing. They're so professional. They're great role models for females.
Yeah.
For the Girl Scout camps. This is who I'm picking.
I agree with you.
I'm going
100%.
6-shooters.
I am also going 6-shooters, which saves Leo. Maybe a hard decision.
Man, it is a hard. Got to go 6-shooters all the way.
But the 6-shooters is definitely going to be my choice. It's a great design. I love the retro pinup kind of design of it.
Yeah.
I love that it matches the truck.
Love that.
The 6-pack. And you know, the pink is great, but the 6-shooters is just iconic. And what a great jersey to honor them and to be their jersey, at least for this year.
Yeah. That's the only thing I think that would make this design better. I don't think I've ever said this before or will ever say it again concerning a jersey, but instead of the cross guns on the back, the 6-shooter 6-pack truck would have been really cool right there.
Oh yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah. The flaming guns are awesome. James Palmer
they are.
mentions, and they are very cool. One of the few jerseys I know he's had to reorder because he just did not realize they would be what they were.
Right.
I don't think it was supposed to be sold originally. Wasn't it just supposed to be for 6-shooters? And then they decided
I think so.
Kind of last minute.
Yeah, I think he ordered some, and then like whatever was left over, I'll sell them because what else am I going to do with them? But much more popular than he originally thought, I think. So the 6-shooters moves on there. The American jersey, the American flag jersey from 2023. This was military appreciation jersey. And it is going up against the 2024 Outlaw jersey. That is the one with the bullet holes in it, RC, that you had earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Bullet holes aside, I am going to have to go with the jersey on the left here. I love the sepia tone almost to the American flag. I own this jersey in 2 sizes too large because I could not get what at the time was my size was 2X at the time. Now it's 3X. I couldn't get a 2X. I couldn't get a 3X. So I had to deal with a 4X. I own it. I still wear it all the time because I love this jersey so much. I just like the feel of it and the classic Americana sort of feel. So I would absolutely vote for the one on the left here. Leo, your turn.
Got to go with the Outlaw jersey on the right. I agree with everything you said.
Why do you hate America?
On the left. But it's just the Outlaw jersey. It's so cool with the bullet holes and
fair enough.
Yeah, it's just gotta go with the right.
Fair enough. RC, you get to vote for the American flag jersey now.
This is my pick. I like the bullet.
Why do y'all hate America? I don't understand. Outlaw 24 moves on over the American flag jersey. That's fine. That's okay. I'm not hurt at all. Our only other player jersey now makes its debut. The Sam Castronova number 3 player jersey goes up against. Nope, that's not what. Nope.
So say, why you gotta do Sam like that?
It's okay. That's not right. That's not right. I'm sorry. I'm doing this on the fly. I'm doing the best I can here. That is supposed to be. I'm glad I have notes here to know what it's supposed to be because it's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be. Where is he?
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves.
I can't believe that we even have to do the bullseye after this. The bullseye and the both fit.
Yeah. Lolies is upset that that you had the nerve to put Wonder Woman up against Sam Castronova, but
I didn't do that.
It is an error.
I didn't do that.
Shame on you, Philip.
To be this one. This is the matchup. The matchup here is Sam Castronova versus the Texas Chainsaw jersey from just a few weeks ago. I fixed it, Lolies. I fixed it. It's not Wonder Woman. against Sam Castronova, although it might be at some point. So prepare yourself for this. Here you go. Sam Castronova, the fan jersey, against the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And that is RC. That's me. That's you, Leo.
Me?
That's you. You get the first choice.
Oh man, I really like both of these. I gotta go with the Castronova jersey though. Love the background, and then of course, Sam QB1. Also, if you happen to have this jersey, it kind of shows how long you've been a fan, and just gotta love player jerseys. I'll go with Sam's.
Yeah. RC, your choice. Number 3.
Number 3, baby.
And I'm going to make it unanimous. It's going to be Sam Castronova all the way. Not that I don't love Leatherface, but he cannot go against Sam Castronova as far as I'm concerned. So Leatherface gets the boot here. He moves away.
Don't you bring up Wolverine. Okay.
This is not right either.
Oh, okay. Lord.
Because that would be a tough one, too.
This is not right either. I don't know what happened to my plan here. Bottom. Military 22. Is this right? Military 25 versus Military 22. RC, it is your pick.
I'm going Military 25.
Military 25, of course. I am rocking that one tonight. It is my favorite jersey of all of the fan jerseys that have ever been created. So I am going to go with the Military 25 as well. And Leo, you are going to?
Military 25, definitely one of the best jerseys to date.
Make it unanimous.
Yep.
Sam 1.
There are people who still need that jersey. I hear we're getting more.
Okay, cool.
We do have a matchup for her. Let me see if I can find him again.
Him?
Him.
Let's see who it is.
It's a clue. Can you figure out the clue before he pops up? No, you can't. Here you go. Here is your matchup between, it's another superhero matchup. It's the Hulk versus Wonder Woman. And that is going to be RC's choice.
Really? I have it right here. That's my choice.
Gonna go with Wonder Woman. I am going to take a chance here and guess on what Leo, because I know which one should win, but I also want to give love to the other, and I'm going to go ahead and pick Hulk just because I don't want to see it get swept out of the way, hoping that Leo picks the right one.
Well, just to give you a hint, I own the Hulk one. I don't own the Wonder Woman one. But the only reason I don't own the Wonder Woman one is because Loli's wouldn't let me buy it in my size. I bought her. She obviously has one. She was wearing it earlier when she made a guest appearance. I really, really wanted to get a Wonder Woman for myself. And
dude, the way you started that vote, I was worried that you were going to be sleeping right there on that ottoman behind you, on that futon behind you. Wow. I had already,
it's a happy wife, happy life.
I already highlighted it on my list. I was like, obviously Wonder Woman's going to win this one. And then you started that and I was like, oh no. Oh no.
I did that on purpose. Obviously I honestly think Wonder Woman is the cooler jersey, but unfortunately I don't have one in my collection. I was overruled.
Let's see.
Too much money I had spent that day.
All right, let me fix what we got going on here because it's not right again. Something has happened in the back half of my list here, and that's okay. We can fix these pretty quickly. I figured out how to fix them pretty quickly. Military 23 is one of our choices. Oh, no, that's all right because we already did that one.
We did the Hulk.
Oh, it should be Fiesta 24. All right, here you go. Fiesta 24 versus the military in 2023. That is the military themed. I think there was a American flag one that we just booted a few minutes ago, and this one created in the same series. This has all of the military symbols on the back, on the lower back, and then you have the Fiesta. By my count, this should be RC, me. This should be you, Leo.
Yeah, I love that military appreciation one. I've got that one. I have both of these, but the military appreciation one I think is so cool. And you can wear it different ways because of the colors. So I'm going with that one.
RC.
Jerry was in the Air Force. My brother is a retired lieutenant colonel from West Point. I'm going with the military appreciation.
I will also go with military appreciation, and that one will move on there. Let's see if I can figure out why I'm a mess here. I know what I'm looking for, so let me just cycle through and make sure it's not up here. There it is. All right, here's our next here's our next one. I'm sorry, Leo. We're gonna have to make some hard choices here. And now you have to choose between Deadpool and the Stranger Things jersey. RC, I believe this is you. This is you.
Okay, I'm going with Deadpool.
You're going to go with Deadpool, all right?
I am going to go with Deadpool. Just because Jerry made me like a Deadpool female shirt that we've worn to Comic-Con, because I like to be matchy-matchy. And so I have it in my closet, so the female version of Deadpool.
That is fine. That is good. And I know Deadpool's going to win. I am going to go with Stranger Things. There are a couple of things that I really like about this jersey. The gun's upside down, that is upside down on the nameplate, is really clever.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it is number 11, which is the number that I tend to gravitate toward, is something that I like about this as well. Plus, never been a big Deadpool guy. I've actually never seen the movies.
What?
Never seen the Deadpool movies. It's not necessarily my thing. And so for all those reasons, even though I know I'm going to lose,
I'm not doing movie reviews with you anymore.
I am going to go with the Stranger Things jersey here. Leo, put Stranger Things out of its misery. Put the Demogorgon out of its misery.
Maximum effort. Deadpool all the way.
Deadpool moves on, and finally, if I can get them lined up right. What is happening here? We are going to go back. There we go. Matangas versus Venom is our final matchup for the round of 32. We will have a Sweet 16 at the end of this round. And this one is mine. And I am going to go with Venom. I love this Venom design. It is one that if I remember correctly, I did not have, I should not have spent the money on this that I spent, but I was not going to walk out of the arena that night without this jersey and this hat. Venom was my favorite when I was growing up, when I was a kid in the comic books. And this design is just black and white and clean and Venom. And I that's my vote. No question here that my vote is the Venom. Leo?
These are both so good. But that Venom jersey is just, I don't own the Matangas, or obviously that's not a jersey that's been put up for sale. But that Venom jersey is just the lines and just the straight up black and white. It's so classic and it looks so good and goes with everything. Plus black is slimming. So,
it is.
Good point.
It is.
Yeah. So gotta go with the Venom jersey. I love that one.
RC. Not that it matters.
I do love the black and the white. I do like, the Venom, but I'm going to have to go with Matanga. Sorry.
Matanga gets a vote, but it does not emerge victorious And
Maybe I'll get a free pizza out of this.
we have cut 42 jerseys down to 16. Your 16 jerseys that still exist in no particular order. The Smoking Guns podcast, Chewbacca, Kali Rashad, the Goonies, Wolverine, Joker, Batman. I'm detecting a theme here.
There is a thing.
The Stormtrooper, the Six Shooters, the Outlaw 2024, Wonder Woman, the 2025 Military Appreciation Jersey that you see before you, the military jersey from 2023 with the medallions on the back, lower, Deadpool, and Venom. Those will be the 16 jerseys that will go up against each other next week. When we come on, we will cut down 16 all the way to 4. There will only be 4 left after we finish next week's episode.
That's going to be tough. I might call in sick just so I don't have to deal with the pressure.
Were we right? Were we wrong? Who knows?
There's something you missed, though. Like, for example, and you may or may not have this one, but I thought this was a classic one. The Selena one.
It was there. I had to make some cuts, and that was one of the ones that got cut.
How about this Fiesta one?
That's the one I said. Didn't they make a black jersey? That's the one.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
They did make a black. They did make a black version. Yeah, that was on their RC, but it was the white version of it.
How about this one? This was the only long sleeve one. That's why I loved it.
Yep, I've got that one too.
I've got that one. I like that one.
And then I know this is not a jersey, but I love this one.
That doesn't count. It's not a jersey. Not a jersey. It doesn't count.
I want to see what the fans' favorite is just in your closet. Maybe y'all can be interactive that way. Tell us what's your favorite in your closet.
I am looking for something I'm being asked to share. Talk amongst yourselves while I look deeply for. There it is. Restore it. I did find it. Now I just got to find where it went to.
Oh, there you
go. There we go.
Oh, I found another thing that I can get arrested for if I ride an elephant without permission.
You got to find an elephant to ride first, and then not get permission to ride it.
So there will be no specific first responder fan jersey for this upcoming game. However, just save your money. Just put that money away in a piggy bank because there's another great jersey coming. And you're going to want it. And so you got to save it now because for the Outlaw game on the 26th, check my math, I think that's the right day, July 26th, our final game of the season, Outlaw game against Northern Arizona. This will be added into the mix of all these great jerseys that we've already shared with one another. It is very similar. The numbers are the same as the numbers that the players will be wearing. We shared that with you guys last week.
That is cool.
There will be a ball that goes along with those jerseys and those player jerseys, and then you will have the opportunity as fans to wear this Gunslingers fan jersey. A great way to get arrested in Green Bay, rooting for the Chicago Bears.
I love the Chicago Bears. I could get arrested for that.
We always like to end our show with our bull spit and bullseye. Bull spit and bullseye, that's your favorite moment in San Antonio football. That's your bullseye, and your bull spit is your least favorite moment in San Antonio football. And we've come all the way around to the end of our episode. It takes a lot of time to vote on jerseys and to talk about all of these amazing designs. First off, well, no, never mind. I'm going to go and let you guys go because I'm going to save mine for my bullseye. I could have said something. I was going to say something there. I'm going to save it because I think it's going to be my bullseye. Leo, what is your bull spit and bullseye for this week in football?
Well, my bullseye is thanks to the insider view in the locker room after the game, but my bullseye was Joaquin Collazo, that speech in that moment that got to be shared with Gunslinger fans. I think that was amazing. My bull spit. It was such a good week. I got to pick a bull spit.
You better not pick mine.
Yeah, the bull spit. It's got to be the penalty for Collazo giving the football to his mother over the wall. I mean, that's
fair enough.
Got to be that. Yeah.
Fair enough. RC, bull spit, bullseye.
Well, my bullseye was going to be obviously the win, pretty obvious. And my bull spit, Leo stole, especially about being a mother. I don't like that whole, that needs to change. That really needs to change. But to add another bullseye would be that besides the win, the way that the team came together as a team and they all stepped up. It was like poetry in motion. It was really, really special to watch that.
It was. Jay Washington, bullseye. We beat the Guppies.
Yep.
I
Guppy
played around. Soup. Yep. Shark fin soup. The name of the episode. Highly illegal apparently now. You can only get shark fin soup in certain countries. You cannot get it everywhere. Apparently it is animal cruelty in a lot of places.
To dress up like a shark?
No, to cut the fin off a shark for shark
fin
soup.
Okay. Because I could get arrested for that.
RC's going to spend the rest of the night thinking about ways to get arrested.
Ways to get arrested so that she can do her job and give out the okay. So my any other bull spits, bullseye, leave those in the comments. We'll make sure we mention them. My bullseye. Well, let me go with my bull spit. My bull spit is just I had one. I had it. It was on the tip of my tongue. My bull spit is Jacksonville Shark fan, not all of them, but Jacksonville Shark fan that immediately went on social media. If you have any of these folks, specific Jacksonville Shark fan on your feed, you saw them. Congratulations to San Antonio for winning their Super Bowl. Let's see if they can get more than 500 people in their building. Just really, really butthurt that they lost a game. And you know what? You're going to the playoffs. You got beat by the better team on this particular night. Just take it. Just, hey, hats off. Great game. Man, they really took it to us. Why do you have to be that way? Nobody likes losing. I understand that. But there was more of one of them out there, and they are just, if you're that fan, even for the Gunslingers, if you're that fan, stop it. Stop being that way. You get beat, take your hat off and say, dang, I'm embarrassed. We got beat. Don't like it. Hats off to them. Just don't be congratulations on their winning their Super Bowl. Yeah, you know what? It was a big win, and we're excited about it. And we're happy about it. And that's not a bad thing. It's good to be happy about your team winning a game. And if you expected us to be any less than happy about winning a game on the road against a good opponent, what are we supposed to do? Like, how are they supposed to react? Get out of here with that. That's my bull spit. Bullseye is Jordan Stubing. Because of Jordan Stubing, we just ripped through and left on the cutting room floor some amazing designs and amazing jerseys because there were even more amazing ones. I got a whole bracket lined out here. This wasn't even all of them, but Jordan does an incredible job week in and week out putting together amazing merchandise that is affordable. I know that $45 or $50 seems like a lot, and sometimes it is. But go try to buy another jersey for another fan jersey for another professional team that you follow.
Double that, triple that.
And so Man, Jordan Stubing is my bullseye this week because we are able to do what we're able to do over the last 2 hours because he is amazing at putting together these designs. And so we get to have a lot of fun with that. Jay Washington, Jacksonville hasn't clinched the playoffs yet. Yeah, they're gonna, though. They're gonna. Like, you're right. I mean, if we're the reason they don't make it, that will be a lot of fun.
As long as Tulsa gets in too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tulsa needs to get in. For
Yes.
sure.
Come on, Sam. We're rooting for you.
Chase Risman, there are always more than 500 fans at John Wayne Field in the Freeman Coliseum. Therefore, that Sharks fan should be ashamed. Sharks fan, if you're listening, you know who you are that said that. And by the way, I think you're listening. If you're listening, you should be ashamed, sir. You should be ashamed of that comment. I know you were mad.
Or madam.
Or person. But no, yeah. If that was your comment, maybe you should be ashamed because I know you were mad. You lost. Nobody likes losing, but up your game a little bit and just be a little more respectful. We're all there to have a good time, enjoy the game, and our team won. What did you expect?
Entertainment, people. It's entertainment.
It is. Alex was saying, bull spit. Wearing my Fiesta 25 jersey in Galveston, and someone asked if it was a Houston Astros jersey.
What?
Ouch.
How do you get those confused?
Bullseye, everything about the win. Lolis, 2. I got 2 bullseye. Only 2 bullseye. The Gunslingers won, and Leo finally got a car he's been wanting. Wait,
yes.
You got a car?
You see what I said last week that those framed jerseys were going to be hanging on this wall by the time this show?
Yeah.
Well, and then I told you that something came up that took all of my time, and I didn't get a chance to do that. It was the car. I got a car, yeah.
What kind of car did you get?
A Batman mobile?
Like Loli says, a car that looks way too small for a big guy like me, but I do fit. I got a Toyota GR86, which I've been wanting for a while. Those are such fun. I've driven them before.
Congratulations, man. Don't be modest over that. You got the car you wanted. We all have those cars that we have eye on and we want. And it's nice to finally get that car, even if it's, an older version or any of that kind of stuff. And I don't know, this may be exactly the one you're looking for. But when I bought my truck last year, I was so excited because I've been looking at it for a long time. And it was exactly what I wanted. It's a good feeling to finally get what you want and be driving what you want. And then to start thinking of all the things you want to do, all the mods you want to do and the things, I got to do this.
I already started.
Yeah. And maybe that's just a guy thing. RC, do you understand that idea at all? Like getting a car and immediately starting to think about how you're going to customize it and make it your car? Do you do that?
Well, I can tell you this. The car that I like the best is one that is I'm not driving, that someone's driving me around. Is that horrible to say? But it's the truth.
My wife, every time I do something to the truck, she's like, can't you just be happy with what you have? And I'm like, that's not that. I am happy with what I have, but there are things I want to do to just make it mine. Nobody else's truck is my truck. And that's what I do to it. And so that's always fun. That's always the fun side of things. Congratulations, Leo.
Thank you.
You got the car you want, and that's always, always fun. Did I do everything? Have I gotten everybody? Did I get everything?
Hats off to you, Philip, because that was a hard show today. You doing all the pictures and all the numbers and all that.
It wasn't perfect, but we got it done. And the next few rounds will go a little smoother, I think, because of what I've learned tonight. And there's no play-in round. The play-in round really messed with me because it wasn't just a 1-for-1. These people advance, these people are knocked out. I think I can do the next one a lot easier on that particular thing. We are the Smoking Guns Podcast, and we are brought to you by an incredible group of patrons that give to us every month and help us keep the show on the air and help us send kids to football camp and six shooters camp. Those folks are Iris Ferrante, Alfred Rodriguez, James Palmer, Jessica Palmer, Jay Washington, Jordan Stubing, James Stubing, Kim Nelson, Greg Nelson, and Mo Ferrante. They are all incredible folks. And if you want to be a part of that list, all you have to do is go to patreon.com/smokinggunspod and sign up at the $5, $10, or $20 a month level. Help us pay the bills on the show and then help us send kids to football camp in June and July, which is coming up a year from now, but we're already needing to build that bank up because we did it. We did it. We sent a bunch of kids to camp. 8, I think, if I remember my number right. We sent 8 to camp, but we've got to build that back up so that we can send more next year when time comes around. We are available on all our social media at Smoking Guns Pod. That's Smoking OG Guns with a Z P-O-D. You can email the show at smokinggunspod@gmail.com. And we would love to hear from you any of those ways. We move on next week to the round of 16, then to the Elite 8. And by the end of the night, there will only be 4 jerseys remaining next week. And you want to be a part of all of that. As always, flag on Leo for an illegal blitz on a run play.
That's it's from an old show.
Yeah,
I remember that.
That is.
Oh, love our fans.
Missions highlighter. I wore my 1948 Missions jersey to SeaWorld one time, and a kid told me, "Go Astros." The jersey was brown and orange, St. Louis Browns colors at the time. It's just, it's Astros kind of world down here. I don't agree with Jay Washington a while ago when he said, "Hey, at least they didn't say the Rangers," or he said the Strangers. Not funny. But everybody's got their thing. I get it. And we're kind of in Astros country down here. So anything orange or baseball-y, and people are going to go, "Is that an Astros jersey?" I get it. With all that being said, if you are looking for the best indoor football experience, the one indoor football experience that's going to give you options, endless customizable options on what to wear on game day, because they put out the best merchandise of any indoor football team. You don't have to look far, because when it comes to the best indoor football experience, the 210 has got something to say.
Bang, bang.
All right, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with us. All of you that are still with us. If we got it right, if we got it wrong, whatever you believe, let us know. Let us know what your favorite was. What do you think the Final Four should be? What is your best top favorite? Which one can I not vote against? If I vote against and kick this jersey out, you will stop listening. You will leave and never be a part of the Smoking Guns posse
Never.
What is that jersey? No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for hanging out with us. Make sure you download the episode when it comes out. I think tomorrow morning is when I'll get a chance to get it out there. And download it, listen, find out what the cold open's going to be. I haven't even been thinking about it through the show because I've been doing other stuff. And so now I've got to figure out what I want the cold open to be. And download the show, like, rate, review, share it out with all your friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks, guys.
Have a blessed one.